Imagine this. It's April 1917, and the world is exploding into war. Bullets fly across Europe, economies shatter, and in the shadowy docks of Chicago, one ordinary man whispers a vow that could make him rich or ruin him forever. His name? Elias Thorne. And what he does next will shock you, twist your expectations, and prove that in the chaos of the Great War, fortune favors the bold, but only if they survive the betrayals. The declaration of war hit like a thunderclap. Factories roared to life, churning out shells and rifles, while young men marched off to uncertain fates. Elias, a lanky clerk with ink-stained fingers and a perpetual squint from squinting at balance sheets, stared out his office window at the Chicago River, where barges groaned under loads of steel bound for the front. He wasn't a soldier. Flat feet kept him home, but he felt the war's grip tightening. His savings? A measly few $100 in a rusty tin. But Elias saw what others missed. Opportunity hidden in the rubble. That night, over a meager supper of bread and beans, he laid it out for his wife, Clara. Her hands, rough from stitching uniforms all day, trembled as she poured weak coffee. The world's gone mad, Elias. Prices are climbing, wheat's doubled already. If we play it smart, we could turn this tin into a future. Clara's eyes narrowed, her voice sharp with fear. Smart? Or selfish? My brother's out there in the mud, and you're talking profits. Their argument echoed through the thin walls of their tenement, the first crack in a marriage built on shared dreams. But Elias pressed on, his mind racing with calculations. Little did they know, this path would lead to heart-pounding risks, family secrets unearthed, and a legacy that spanned generations. What if you were in Elias's position, war raging, family pulling you one way, ambition the other? Would you chase the money or play it safe? Hit that like button if you're already hooked, and subscribe for more edge-of-your-seat historical epics like this one. Elias began with ruthless frugality. No more smokes from the corner store, no treats for Clara on payday. He funneled every spare cent into the bank, watching it grow like a seedling in fertile soil. But he craved more. Late nights, under the flicker of a gas lamp, he devoured market reports. Railroads were exploding with troop transports. Food processors raced to can rations for the doughboys. His first gamble, $50 into Liberty bonds. It's for the war effort, he told Clara, masking his glee at the steady interest. She rolled her eyes, but deep down, she admired his grit. Guilt shadowed him, though. Brother Tom was in France, dodging shells in the Argonne. A scrawled letter arrived, smudged with trench dirt. It's worse than hell, Eli. The rats are bigger than cats. Elias wired money for supplies, but it fueled his fire. At the docks, jeers flew. Thorne's too yellow to fight. He swallowed the barbs, focusing on his next move. Shares in Armour and Company. Meat prices surged as armies hungered. The stock ticker became his obsession. Each uptick a thrill, each drop a gut punch. Home life frayed. Clara's factory demanded overtime, her fingers bleeding from needles. One rainy night, thunder rumbling like artillery, she snapped. You're building a fortune on bones, Elias. What if Tom doesn't come back? He pulled her close, whispering promises of security. But doubt crept in. Was he a savior or a scavenger? The theme of his journey was taking shape. Survival in wartime demanded not just smarts, but a moral compass that could bend without breaking. By midsummer, his pot hit $800. Then, fate introduced Harlan Fisk at a Red Cross drive. Fisk, with his waxed mustache and silver tongue, sipped coffee and drawled, "Commodities, my boy. Wheat's the gold rush now." Elias listened, heart pounding. Europe starved. American fields promised bounty. He pooled $200 for futures contracts, betting on drought reports from an old Iowa pal, Silas. Suspense built like a storm. Whispers of government price caps swirled. Herbert Hoover's Food Administration loomed. Elias paced their cramped flat, sweat beading despite the chill. We could lose everything, Clara fretted, clutching her rosary. Nights stretched endless, sleep evading him as visions of bankruptcy haunted his dreams. Listeners, put yourself there. Market teetering, family on the line. Would you hold or fold? Share your gut call in the comments. And if this suspense is reeling you in, smash like, subscribe, and share with a history buff pal. Miraculously, the caps held off. Harvest shortfalls hit hard, and Elias cashed in big. $1, 200 now nestled safe. But envy poisoned the well. Co-workers grumbled, eyes narrowing. Then, disaster. Feds stormed the office, badges flashing, accusing him of black market hoarding. Where's the proof? Elias demanded, voice steady but knees weak. Rifle drawers revealed planted evidence. Fake receipts in his name. Winter 1917 cloaked Chicago in ice, mirroring Elias's frozen fear. Digging deep, he traced the sabotage to Fisk, who'd used his identity for illicit trades. The gut-wrenching twist? Fisk was Clara's cousin, a skeletons-in-the-closet relative she'd hidden. He promised to help, she sobbed, the betrayal slicing like a bayonet. Their marriage teetered. Harsh words flew in the cold apartment. Confrontation came in a fog-shrouded alley. "You snake!" Elias hissed, grabbing Fisk's collar. Fisk laughed coldly. Survival of the fittest, Thorne. But Elias outsmarted him, slipping evidence to authorities. Fisk bolted north. Elias emerged scarred but wiser. He pivoted to safer bets. More bonds, a fledgling trucking outfit for army supplies. By armistice in 1918, $5,000 bought them a cozy bungalow, away from the city's grime. Tom limped home, leg gone to a German shell. Elias funded his recovery, mending family rifts. Clara gave birth to little Tom in 19, a beacon of hope. Elias's mantra solidified, true riches uplift, not exploit. But life's not a fairy tale, enter the roaring 20s. Elias's trucks multiplied, dodging prohibition pitfalls. Rivals emerged, bootlegger-backed thugs who torched his warehouse one moonless night. Flames roared, acrid smoke choking the air. "This means war," Elias vowed, ashes smearing his face. Clara begged restraint. "Think of the boy." Undeterred, Elias sleuthed, linking it to Fisk's ghosts. A speakeasy showdown. Dim lights, jazz humming. A gun pressed to his ribs. End it, Thorne. Twist of fate. The assailant? Tom's trench mate, desperate and broke. Elias lowered his fists. Join me instead. Mercy forged an alliance, turning foe to friend. Ever turned an enemy into an ally? Spill your tale below. Your experiences make these stories richer. And if you're glued, like this, subscribe for the full saga and share to spread the inspiration. Fortune ballooned to $50,000 by 25. Stocks soared, but Elias sensed the bubble. He sold high, dodging the 29 crash that devoured dreams. The depression descended like a plague. Breadlines snaked blocks, banks shuddered. Elias's reserves became lifelines. Low-interest loans to neighbors, food shares from his garden. Conflict flared at a town meeting. A gaunt man accused, usurer, profiting on misery. Fists nearly flew until the shocker. The man was Elias's half-brother, lost to orphanage woes decades ago. Tears flowed. Reunion healed ancient scars. Family first, Elias declared, his theme resounding. Wealth serves humanity. The 30s tested bonds. Son Tom, now a teen with fire in his eyes, chafed. You're a relic, Dad. Take risks. He swiped cash for a shady scheme, losing it all. Elias's rage cooled to wisdom. Learn from falls. Forgiveness rebuilt their tie, echoing family as ultimate treasure. New Deal wins blue opportunity. Elias snagged WPA gigs, repairing roads scarred by neglect. But shadows returned. FBI knocks at midnight, probing red links from union days. Loyal as apple pie, Elias quipped, sweat trickling. Twist. The agent? Silas's boy, squaring an old favor. Cleared, Elias thrived. Hey, quick one. Navigated a sticky investigation? How'd you swing it? Comment away, and if this roller coaster's got you, like, subscribe, share. Let's build a community of story lovers. World War II erupted, Elias in his 60s but sharp as ever. He consulted on supply chains, his World War I savvy slashing waste. Efficiency wins wars, he advised brass hats in Washington. His voice steady amid air raid drills. Post-war boom saw him mentor GIs, sharing tales over coffee. A publisher pushed for his memoir. He waved it off. Live it, don't sell it. Twilight years on the porch, Korean War news crackling on the radio, he counseled grandson Eli, "Wars come and go. Build what lasts." Elias slipped away in 52, at 67, his modest empire a foundation for kin. No tycoon headlines, just quiet impact. Scholarships funded, homes saved, lives touched. But zoom deeper, flashback to that weak gamble. Silas's telegram, dry as bone. Elias doubled down, but freak rains flooded fields. Panic seized him, margins called. He sold scraps elsewhere, scraping by on wits. Lesson, adapt or perish. Fast forward, 20's expansion brought labor woes. Strikers picketed, chants echoing. Elias met them head-on, offering profit shares, a radical move. "We're in this together." It worked, loyalty soaring. Clara's arc shone too. From skeptic to partner, she uncovered embezzlement in the books, saving thousands. "My secret weapon," Elias beamed. Tom Jr.'s rebellion peaked in 35. A bootleg run gone wrong, cops closing in. Elias bailed him, no lecture, just a hug. "We rise together." WPA days. Bidding wars, bribes tempting. Elias stayed clean, earning respect. FBI twist deepened ties. Silas Jr. became a lifelong ally. World War II logistics. He rerouted trains, averting shortages. A general's letter. Thorne saved lives. Post-war. Mentoring sessions turned into community hubs. Veterans finding purpose.